Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Chimdima and you're welcome to Chimdima Uko's channel. Yes, if you're new here, you're so welcome, and if you're a returning subscriber, like, it's so good to know that you're back. Yes, so thank you for tuning in and all. We're so happy to have you back. So guys, we'll be talking about something today that is really important, and I thought I should share. Yes, we know the world is currently going through a pandemic, and everywhere is just like the news on the internet generally suffocating and all that. It's just so bad. And then before this pandemic, some people were trapped in different states and countries, and they were not able to like come back to their loved ones before the whole lockdown started. So today I'll be sharing with you things you need to know just in case you're planning on traveling, things you need to know about about airlines, and things that have generally changed at the airport, so when you get to the airport you don't just get stranded or confused. So if you want to know these details, then keep watching. The first thing I'll be sharing here with you now is no face mask, no flying. Like, is that serious? If you don't have a face mask when you get to the airport, you cannot travel. Like, they will not let you get on the plane. So please, if you're planning on traveling, you know anybody that is about to travel, don't take it lightly. Don't take it as a joke. You need to get your face mask, put it in your bag. Don't get to the airport and tell them that you forgot. They won't listen to you. And I know generally some people may decide to start selling face masks at the airport. You can be sure, like, and just guess what, it's going to be really expensive. So number one, you should just make sure that you have your face masks in your bag when going to the airport. Yes. Number two is this: people who are not traveling are not allowed into the terminal building. Yes, if you're taking your daughter, if you're taking your son, if you're taking your mom, your dad to the airport, you will not be allowed into the terminal building. You can drop them off and then they find their way into the airport. That's what the Federal Airport Authority of Nigeria stated. So I know generally in other countries too, they have their own measures, but in Nigeria, if somebody is taking you to the airport, you should just be rest assured that you won't be allowed into the terminal building if you're not a passenger. Number three is check-in will take longer time than normal. Yes, usually check-in is usually maybe like 2 hours before your flight and all that, but now 3 hours to 4 hours before your flight. Most airlines already stated that in their website. If you check, 3 to 4 hours before your flight and 30 minutes before the flight departure, check-in will close. And the reason is this: apart from doing the normal security checks and all that, they will have to do like general body checks, maybe like check your temperature and all that stuff. So there's going to be check because of the pandemic and the whole stuff going on now. So when you get to the airport, there will be a lot of procedures. They won't be sanitizing of footwears in some airports. Yes, they'll sanitize your footwear and all that before you can come into the terminal building. So you can imagine all those process, and then you come late, you come like 20 minutes or 30, they will not attend to you, and you don't want to go through all that stress. Like, you don't want to come to the airport after this whole thing and then they don't let you go in because you did not do the right thing. So it will be very much important for us to note that check-in is going to take a really long time now. That brings me to the fourth point, which is there's going to be reduced in-flight services. Yes, you know, generally when you're traveling, they give you biscuits. See, I'm smiling. They give you biscuits, they give you juice, they give you sweets, water. It's so sad, but we won't be receiving all those things anymore, because generally airlines are trying as much as possible not to have direct contact with passengers. So anything that is going to make them have contact with you, they're trying to avoid it. So most flights won't be allowing or giving anything like snacks during. Some airlines have even come up to say, it is already on their website, that there will not be any form of snacks during the travel, because generally Nigeria is opening up for just local flights. So this information is just maybe when there are international flights which are like longer and take longer time, they will have modalities in place to ensure that they still give those snacks and then there's no virus or there's no contact or whatever. But for now that we are talking about local flights, there will be no form of as in snacks or giving all those things. There may be some airlines that will do it, but just note that most airlines have already stated that there will be no snacks and all those stuff online. So eat very well before you go on a flight. I think we need to notice that some airlines have come out to say that you can print or rather screenshot your boarding pass via their website. So you can go to their website to get your boarding pass and just screenshot it to show. So there will be no need for them to like, they're trying as much as possible to reduce contact with passengers. So everything that will make them give you anything or you receive anything from them, they're trying to cut it down. So that's the reason why they've said you can use, like Arik Air for example, you can go on their website, you can go on Google Play and then download their app, and through the app you now as in get your boarding pass and screen grab it, and then when you get to the airport you can show them. Most airlines too have encouraged that you do your check-in online and book your flight online. Yes, just so that you don't have any need or any reason to like get in contact with them. So you should know that too, and find out if the flights you booked as in already stated this, so you don't get to the airport and then they're telling you that there's no printing of boarding pass here, you have to get it online, then you're trying to do it at that point and then there's network and all those drama. So that's why I had to like come up here to like tell you all these things, so you don't have to like get to the airport and get stranded. So if you're planning on traveling, do yourself the best to print out or rather screen grab your boarding pass. So the next thing I'm going to be sharing with you now is this. There's going to be an increase in etiquette. Like that one is, there's no doubt. Yes, there's going to be serious increase in etiquette. I already checked out some airlines, their website, and then I was seeing really funny amounts, and they were really expensive, and that's because they are trying to like practice social distancing on air, you can imagine. So if they are going to remove some people from, if they are going to leave some seats empty rather, it means that those seats needs to be paid for. So who pays for it? So there's going to be serious increase in etiquette. So if you're planning to go fly this period, you should just get ready, like be prepared. Like you have to add extra cash to it and then pay for tickets. But just know that generally tickets are going to be expensive. The next point I'm going to be bringing on here is there's going to be less flight frequency. Like airlines that move like 50 times a day will no longer do 50 times a day, because the process of checking in, the process of getting on air, the process of, you know, even when you're coming down the plane, they will not let you. Usually we know that when the plane stops, everybody stands up as everybody standing up at the same time, and then they want to go out at the same time. So that will no longer be happening again. There are going to be modalities in place to make sure that people come out like in such a way that they still maintain social distancing even when coming out of the plane. So all those time, there will be no time for airlines to like fly again and again, and other reasons. I'm not saying this is the only reason, but there are other reasons too why airlines will not be flying like regularly. So this brings me to the last point, which is this: there will be protective demarcations at the airport, departure halls, lounges, pre-boarding gates, like just to ensure that you don't have to get in contact with any other person. So if you sit at a spot, you're rest assured that you don't have to get this virus. So they are going to make sure that like they have hand sanitizers too, they have sink, like places you can wash your hands, places you can like sanitize your hands and all that. So the airports generally are trying their best to make sure that nobody comes, because the airport is like the number one place anybody can think about, you know, somebody getting coronavirus and all that stuff. So they are trying to make sure that they put everything in place so that nobody has to like come there well and leave there sick. So guys, I hope I was able to like give you all the information you needed to know in case you're planning on traveling. And then I want to tell you, please try as much as possible to stay safe. Like if you don't have to go out, stay indoors. If you don't have to visit, leave visiting for now. Leave birthday parties. Leave all those things. Possibly, we know that this whole pandemic is going to be over soon. We really trust God. And then when it's over, we can go back to our normal lives. But for now, as much as you can, avoid contact with people. So I hope you like enjoyed this what do I call it? This video. So if you did, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, like, share. If you know all those people that are about to travel, share so that they can know what's going on. And I'll be so happy to see you in my next video. Bye.